Welcome back to TechRill. In our previous video titled Let Copilot Do the Coding, GitHub Copilot Coding Agent Explained with Demo, we introduced the powerful new GitHub Copilot Coding Agent, a next-generation AI teammate that doesn't just suggest code, but actively works on tasks, modifies files, responds to PR feedbacks, and pushes changes to your repository, all based on natural language instructions. That was just the beginning. This is part 2 of our 4-part series on mastering the GitHub Copilot Coding Agent. In this video, we take it one step further, directly triggering the Copilot Coding Agent from within your IDE using Copilot Chat in Visual Studio Code. You can now assign tasks to the Copilot agent using @GitHub right inside Copilot Chat. No need to open github.com. We will have a quick demo of triggering GitHub Copilot Coding Agent directly from VS Code Chat. I have opened a real estate application here. I am planning to work on a new controller as part of my real estate API. Currently, there are 3 controller classes: property controller, user controller, and home controller. I am planning to add one more controller as part of this set of APIs. While looking at the new controller implementation, I understand that existing controllers doesn't have a proper documentation. So I will be busy in defining a new controller, that is ownercontroller.cs. Instead of spending time in documenting the existing controllers, I will go and implement the new controller and delegate the documentation work to my AI teammate, that is Copilot Coding Agent. Opening the Copilot, and no need to contextualize anything. And in the ask mode, I can ask Copilot to, at GitHub, create a new PR for adding documentation to all controller class files under real estate API project. Here we have asked Copilot to go ahead and create a new PR for adding documentations to all controller class files under real estate API project. Meantime, I can continue working on my owner controller class. Let Copilot works in parallel as a new AI teammate. Before even I start implementing my owner controller, my AI teammate created a new PR for me to review it. So let us open this new PR. This is the real estate repository. Either I can directly go to the PR and check it. This add documentation to controller class. Just 1 minute ago, Copilot is open, or I can simply click on this link and get into the PR details. So add documentation to controller classes in the API. It's added a new branch with the changes. And it start working. If you want to see the progress, just like we explained in the part 1 of Copilot Coding Agent, you can directly go to started work to observe the logs in detail. It's in progress. The implementation is in progress. Let us come back to this implementation. Meantime, I can go ahead and implement the owner controller class. Here also, let me take the help of GitHub Copilot to implement an owner controller with the help of, let me say, Cloud 3.7. That's the model I am going to use for this inline implementation area. Both my documentation work is going on, that is by the Copilot Coding Agent. Meantime, my inline chat is helping me to implement the owner controller. 2 works in parallel. One is done by my AI teammate. The other one I'm taking the support of Copilot Chat to implement the base structure of owner controller. It's completed the implementation. Let us go back to our AI teammate how this work is going on. It's still in progress. Almost completed the implementation and came up with the complete summarization. So you can see the summary information. It's added the XML documentation to home controller, which contain only a get method. At the same time added the XML documentation property controller with multiple methods, same with the user controller. And it's used a C# documentation standard, that is the summary, param, that's XML based tags are used for documenting C# APIs. So let us go back to our PR to observe how it's completed the work. The implementation, the changes made, everything is captured as part of my PR itself. I can go ahead and observe the files changed. Here the home controller is the simple one with a one method, that's a testing method with a get, which returns a string contain welcome message. But coming to the property controller, we have a little complex structure where the controller level documentation is added on top. Then we have the property context elements, that is the constructor of the controller. Hello, again a testing method, and get by ID, get of offers and post. Everything is explained in detail as part of the documentation. The same time I took to complete my owner controller implementation, the AI teammates completed one another task. Instead of completing a single task, I am able to work two tasks in parallel with the help of my AI teammate. This is an exciting moment for any developer. Instead of working a single task, he is able to complete two tasks with the same amount of time. Go ahead and explore your AI teammates, understand it further. And we will be coming up with two more episodes. One is talking about how to use the MCP servers with your Copilot Coding Agent, or assigning multiple issues and tracking different small features as part of Copilot Coding Agents. Explore the new GitHub Copilot Coding Agent and share your feedback.